When will LR Vegito Blue Infusion ZAMASU release? That is why you probably clicked on this video, but unfortunately, I hate to break it to you, the answer is nobody knows for sure. We've got some ideas, which I will share with you in today's video, but until we get a data download with a timestamp that is hard-coded to a specific character, we cannot confirm specifically when the banner is going to be dropping. It's either that or we wait for Dokkan to ultimately show us, but usually they only show us the time that it releases when it releases. We have no prior knowledge of it. So that being said, hopefully this video can at least keep you guys at ease until we find out, because I know that even in spite of this video being dropped, I'm sure there's going to be a ton of questions. But I'm also dropping this after the current day's reset, so there's only one more reset between this video and the eventual release of the worldwide download banner. So there's at least that. You are very close. You're almost there, people. So let's just go through a couple of important dates. This right here is our canon event. This has to happen or the multiverse will implode. The global Dokkan Now presentation and the JP Dokkan Now livestream will both be happening approximately at the same time, August 26th, 7 p.m. PDT. 15 minutes later is the global video. This is 2 hours after reset, basically. So wherever you are around the world, the global players, this would be 2 hours after your reset. For JP players, that is approximately 11 hours after your day's reset. I shout out to Minato for reminding me what the JP daily reset time is. So that is when this will start. This is the canon event. This has to happen. Only after this resolves is there any chance for the worldwide download banners to release. Now, that being said, we have some very interesting news courtesy of Rick, a data miner in the Dokkan community, who has given us this little tidbit here. So the preparation period timestamp, basically, they checked the coding in the announcements or whatever. There was a particular timestamp associated with the preparation, and this is known as an epoch time something or other. And this basically translates to 2 hours before the JP livestream. So if this is to be believed, a data download could be underway as early as August 26th at reset for global. So 2 hours before this video presentation. And if that happens, we will then know when the banners are going to be dropping for sure. So that will be the soonest that we find out specifically when they drop, but also that will be spoiler central. So if you are someone who doesn't want to learn what these units do until the Dokkan Now presentation, I would encourage you guys to stay away from social media, any platform in general. Stay away from the comment section for those videos and whatnot, so that way it doesn't get spoiled for you. I will post spoiler warnings on those videos, but since we already know it's going to be Vegito Blue and Fusion ZAMASU anyway, the thumbnail's not going to be the issue. It's the content of it. So just want to let you guys know, just to be fair for those people who would like to learn, organically. So this is the soonest that we would potentially learn that. But then, when will the banner actually release? If we go back to last year, August 27th at 1900 PST, which is the equivalent of 8 p.m. PDT August 27th, that is when the Dokkan Now video premiere aired on Global, and JP had their live stream. If we then look back at last year's release date for Cooler and Goku, it was 2 hours and 17 minutes after the Dokkan Now video premiere had aired. 2 hours and 17 minutes. Why? Because joint celebrations typically have unorthodox release times. So that is what this is. This is about an hour and a half earlier than the typical global release, and about 3 hours earlier than a typical JP Dokkan release, I think. I'm not sure, but it's usually a very weird time that these joint releases will happen. So I wrote this down on a tweet last week. Last year, the worldwide Part 1 banners released 2 hours and 17 minutes after the global Dokkan Now presentation premiered. We could see something similar happen this year too. August 26th, 11 p.m. PDT, perhaps? Possibly. If we were to add exactly 2 hours and 17 minutes, though, we're probably looking more at like 9:30 or 10 o'clock, but somewhere in that vicinity makes the most sense. There's also one more piece of clue that we should take note of, and that is in the actual schedule for the worldwide download celebration. In this schedule, you do see that the mysterious Kai ritual summon does start August 27th at 1 a.m. So with that being said, I think that the actual release window for the banner is going to be between this date right here and this date right here. Considering that it has to happen after this is over, we could give this maybe an hour to 2 hours window. So probably closer to like 9 or 10 p.m. PDT. We could see from there all the way until 1 a.m. That's probably the most logical point for the banner to release, because this mysterious Elder Kai ritual summon typically drops around the vicinity of the banner's release, not necessarily on the dot. We've seen that happen where it sometimes is on the dot, sometimes it's before, sometimes it's after, but it's in that vicinity, in that ballpark. So I think that this is probably the best way to predict it. So that being said, here is my final prediction. Looking at the Dokkan Now special, August 26th, 7:15 p.m. PDT. Elder Kai banner release August 27th, 1 a.m. PDT. My prediction would be in the middle. 10:17 p.m. PDT, sure, why not? Let's have history repeat itself. Let's get the same time again. That would actually be pretty cool. If it's something different like 9:47, 11:28, you know, it could be any number of those times. If it is, it's fine, but it's within that window. So here is my official release. Toon predicts Vegito Blue Fusion Zamasu will arrive August 26th, 2023, 11:11 p.m. PDT, aka 5 or 6 hours after Global's daily reset, aka 14 or 15 hours after JP's daily reset. So hopefully this is, you know, useful information for not only global players, but JP as well. This is what I think is going to happen, give or take a couple hours. But by the time we end tomorrow, we will have the new units. When I start summoning, we know the banners have dropped. Okay, so if you don't even want to think about any of that, just think whenever Toon starts summoning, that is when the banner drops. You don't say. Yep, that's it. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments, when do you think the banner is going to be dropping? Are you excited for these banners? Are you going to be summoning on Vegito first or Zamasu first? And what are your thoughts about the Elder Kai ritual summon being the key indication? Do you think it's going to happen at that time, even later? Do you think it's going to happen sooner? Just talk to me. Give me your reactions and your thoughts overall in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let me know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned and remember to Dokkan responsibly.